Good morning to you, man. All the way, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, this is another one of my comparisons in the popular series that I just started, which is the Buff Blondes, and this is volume number 4. And I picked two ladies who I follow quite often on social media. I'm quite fond of. They're great ladies, a great representation of female bodybuilding. The first lady here is Drorit Kernes-Silverman, and she is a classic legend from the 90s. But she did return in around about the 2011, 2012 and competed for a short bit. And the lady next to her is one Miss Emery Miller, who I've become a good admirer of quite some time. I follow on social media. We often chat every now and then. She's a great person. And these are both amazing women with a very interesting backgrounds. Emery is, she comes from what we call gypsy background or Romani. She's a woman of all trades. She has amazing, her story is just amazing how she got into it because she was overweight and how she got into the sport of bodybuilding. And, Drorit Kearns, you remember, she was around about the time in the 90s. She competed with some greats like Sue Price and Debbie Mugley and just a list of legends. I mean, and she came back around about the 2010s of my own, and she competed for a good bit. And she's a mother of 4 young daughters, and I think she did it really to prove something, and really to show that she still had it, and she looked amazing in those last few shows when she competed, and after she retired again in 2012. So anyway, I'm going to start here with a basic little pose. Nice little something we'll start off with. Nothing too fancy, but, really you get a look at their physiques. And both of them competed about the same show in one year. This back in 2012 where they competed at the Tampa Bay Pro. And here is a front double bicep. And I think I would give this one here to Drorit. She has amazing. Her biceps look amazing. She can really see a peak on it. Now, like I said, no shade on Emery, but you can see more of a peak if you really look at Drorit's bicep. Here is a front lats, and I have to give this one to Emery. Emery looks a little more wider. You can really see she has a little more spread when it comes to the lat spread. She has more width compared to Drorit. And here is a rear double. And here I might have to give this one to Emery. It seemed like she had a little bit more detail on her back compared to Drorit. As you know, Drorit, this is her. She has amazing shape, but there's not much size and definition compared to Emery's back. Here we have another lat spread, a rear lat spread, and I have to give this one to Emery. Emery has that look when you kind of like, seem like it's almost like a wingspan or like a back of a cobra's head. With Drorit, I was trying to find a real good one with her, but this was probably one of the best ones. Maybe I should use one as a glute pick, but this was the best. I would say if you want to do a rear lat spread, so I have to give one to Emery. Here, tricep. I have to give this one. This is kind of a split. Both of these ladies are very impressive. These are very impressive women, but I think I give this one to Emery. Emery, and I remember the show that the rankings with the Emery made the top 9, and Drorit didn't do was too good. And I think Drorit, when she came back, I think she would have been better off in physique than female bodybuilding. And here's a side chest. And I think, once again, Emery has taken this one. Because her breast implants are not that big. Like she mentioned, she has got a C cup. Unlike other female bodybuilders, she hadn't gotten bigger during her career. She still has her same breast size. I think Drorit had got bigger over some time when she last competed. But that's the thing is, breast implants really get in the way you noticing definition of of the chest. So like I said, that's why I gave it to um, Emery. And here is the abs, and this is one I think most definitely Drorit deserves to win. Her abs are way better than Emery. Emery has a nice set of abs, but like I said, with just Drorit looks more cut, more defined. Emery, she looked like she might be a little bit on the bloat side. I'm just saying that sometimes happens, but Emery looks a little more tighter compared to. I mean, Drorit looks more tighter compared to Emery. So yeah, I give the abs to Drorit. And these are great women, great classic looks. Emery, her look from back in the day was just she had that classic look, and she was trying to bring it back to today, but it was just in those around those times, it was a big push for a lot of the more bigger, more muscular women. Emery, she has that look. She was just very sharp, very defined, and she's especially for a woman her height. I think both of them are short women, about 5'2", 5'3". And I think with smaller women, it seems like they can pack on more muscle. You know, here's a nice bicep shot. I'm trying to find a good one, so I found this one. And I think I'll give this one to. I have to give it to Emery. Emery, her biceps are just a little bit more peak right, this one, compared to Drorit. And here is a glute. And it's a classic from the Bill Dobbins the women uh, uh, book from a few years ago. And if I'm gonna go with glutes, I'm gonna have to go with Drorit. This is a great ooh, fellas, whoa, but both have great glutes, but I have to give this one to Drorit. And both of them are just sensual, beautiful women, I think. As you know, they're both are mothers. Dorian, she's a mother of four daughters. Emery, she's a stepmother because remember she said she helped raise her husband's daughter, and even though that Emery, I mean, Dorit was not going to compete, she's still kind of in the sport of bodybuilding. She helps train nutrition and stuff like that. Emery, right now, she's overseas. She was at one point living in England, and she moved to Portugal some time ago. And I did a thing with where Emmy wants to help a friend of hers, and I helped him out by, did a video, and he had a GoFundMe and was able to get enough money up to help him out. And a while back, I did a GoFundMe because I'm, in a few months I might be moving out of this apartment that I used to stay with my mom, and Dorit was kind enough to send in a donation to my GoFundMe, her and my friend Marcus Bell, and I really appreciate that. I mean, they didn't have to do that, but they did. But these are two great women. Emery's talking about she really wants to come back and compete. She has some, issues, with family issues that happened, and it's kind of set her back. But she seriously wants to compete. She wants to hit some shows in Europe, where she's staying at right now. Maybe once the pandemic settles down and travel restrictions are lifted, she would like to come back and compete some more in the United States. Dorit's doing pretty good. She's her and her daughters. They're living all right. I follow her on social media. I reached out to her a few times. I'm like to do an interview with both these ladies sometime soon, and I really want to talk to them about how they got into the sport, how how they feel about how the sport's going. Especially someone like Dorit. I remember I've been a fan of Dorit back in the day. I mean, she those eyes. I think her and Diane Dennison had those just sexiest eyes in the world. I mean, and I think they just brought really sex appeal to female bodybuilding back in the '90s. And Emery, she's just an amazing person. You really gotta get a genuine lady, a true, she has a true heart. I really respect her for that. But these are both ladies I know through social media. I've chatted with them. I would love to meet them in person. Just sit and talk with them. Maybe someday if we get a chance to do an interview, or if I get a chance, I'd like to travel someplace and sit and just talk with them, see how they got into sport. Just back and forth, a little chit chatter. But anyway, this is a great comparison, of these both buff, beautiful blonde women. And like I said, who's your favorite? Who you like? If you're a fan of Emery, a fan of Dorian. I mean, a lot of you guys who classic fans, most definitely a fan of Dorian Kearns. I know if you fan of classic female bodybuilders. And also, as I said again, if you have a favorite blonde buff babe you want me to do a video about, put in the description, and I'll go ahead and do it. I got some. I'm still working on some more videos in the next few days. And once you put them in, I'll put it together for you. Okay, just let me know. It's your man on our way page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.